They're coming. They're coming your way. They'll be here soon.
You were saying that you were tired, and I wanted to say that I have made the incredibly poor life decision to get into esports, and I stayed up all night to watch the finals for League of Legends. So hit me with your most cursed thing so that I can stay awake.
Anyway, I'm back.
God damn it.
You son of a bitch.
God damn it. Why did you leave?
You know why.
Faker's the unkillable demon king!
God.
I didn't say I was gonna subject you to the discourse, just, I got into League.
Yeah.
Just to watch. I'm not like a pervert. I'm not gonna play it.
I only like to watch.
I only like to watch.
I'm not a pervert.
I'm no pervert. You get it. Everyone will get it. They're all on my side. They understand.
It's just really taking advantage of my post-COVID, very liberal work from home. Social anxiety is real. I feel.
Oh, this is so much worse than I imagined. I was joking about bringing me your most cursed thing. Christ.
Wow. A post-COVID movie for me, a liberal? Oh boy.
It was the drive-through.
Okay, so I said bring me your worst movie as a joke. You didn't actually have to. You shouldn't have. No, you shouldn't have. Boyks, you shouldn't have.
Look, I didn't know the BuzzFeed post-COVID dog movie
Would be bad. Yeah, I mean, we had to know, right? How could we find out before watching it?
There were no signs. There were no red.
Like, how are we supposed to know?
There were no red flags.
Welcome to Rough Cuts. Hi, I'm your host, Boyks, and this is Ilyon. And I don't care about this intro anymore because we're obviously already in hell. And I have an intro from before that I'm already using.
I just want names and addresses.
We have them. It's in the credits. I've already written them down. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Good. Yes, good.
I'm
Good.
ready.
Good. Okay. Yes. Anyway.
I hate.
Hate, yes.
This is a podcast about, sorry, if you don't know, this is our podcast about dog movies, where we watch a bad dog movie and then talk about it immediately afterwards. We were more accurate in that than we normally are. Because this was a bad movie. I guess.
Was a
bad movie.
I guess.
This was bad.
If there was ever a film to Jokerize me, it might be this one.
Yeah.
It might be this one. Yeah.
Yeah. If you have any morals, feelings, love, turn this off now. Because it'll sap all of it from you.
To be fair, there were no warning signs. No red flags. Right? Zero.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, for one, it's a BuzzFeed original film.
Which we know is a sign of quality. And it was based off of their ad campaign, which again, sign of quality. Ernest was based on an ad campaign.
Yeah,
Ernest
ad
was
campaigns.
Fine. What's wrong?
It's great.
Yeah, we love it. It's about dog fucking, and who doesn't like that?
We have watched a lot of movies about that,
right?
Surprisingly.
It's about, like, there's, 6 different writers for the film? More writers, more ideas. There's nothing wrong with that.
More is better.
And
I like
somehow, it ended up shit. Inexplicably.
Well, you say shit. That feels too high.
Oh, it is, yeah.
That feels like it's too high on the scale of where this movie is.
We don't rate the movies, so turn off your podcast for this for the next minute and a half or something. Is this the worst movie we've ever watched?
It has a soundtrack. I think Love on a Leash is still worse.
It technically worse. Like it
from a film perspective.
Yes.
I think it's technically better than some other films from a movie perspective.
From the perspective of like technical skill and know-how.
Yeah. Which it fails at also. But
yes. But not
still,
as bad as some other ones. But
it's
also,
the most
is this
insulting
still the worst?
movie.
Because I think this is the worst. I think this might be the worst.
It's trying really hard to be topically relevant, but in the worst way possible.
What we're trying to say is that this movie is a laser-guided missile directly to us exactly. In a way that I didn't think was possible, and
it's something that was made specifically to harm you and I.
Yes, psychically.
So
I'm going to harm them.
In that aspect, it's the worst movie we've ever watched because it's a movie that was made specifically to annoy us, right? But
yeah.
It's not technically the worst. That's what's annoying about it. Like, it's
my
personal worst.
It's the worst. This is the worst. Fuck that. This is the worst. The thing that I said to you at the end of this is that, like, one of the more annoying things about watching this is that, unlike a lot of movies, I have, like, a page of notes. So
that's a lot.
This is going to be one of the best podcast episodes we've done, and I hate that, because this movie doesn't fucking deserve it, but I am so mad that it's going to make this episode very fun to listen to, I think.
You say notes, but you mean list of grievances. Right?
Well, the list of names is different. That's a separate page.
That's a hit list. My bad. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Grievances is not what that's going to be.
Before we do that, can I get
grievous wounding?
I had a review I wanted to read because it's one of the only reviews on IMDb about this.
You said that this would again physically harm me, and I don't.
Oh, it's gonna physically. This whole episode, by the way, is the detox Ilyon from League of Legends.
I will put that in. Yeah, So
I just stayed. So you know,
that's the intro. I stayed up too late watching League of Legends, and this is my punishment. If it
happens again, we're watching this movie again. Puppy Love is going back on the menu.
I will tell you that I very unironically had a physical reaction a couple times in this movie where, like, it gave me acid reflux.
Movies make you puke? Why are you puking? What is this like in the
Fuck
movie
off.
when Max pukes? Because...
I guess. Fine. Whatever.
Anyway, here's the
review.
Here's the review. 9 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Cute and
I'm glad
fun.
they took a star off.
Cute and fun. This was an adorable film. I really like how fleshed out Max and Nicole were as characters separately and together. I love how they both really helped each other grow as people throughout the film, and that the relationship did not feel rushed. It felt organic and earned. I thought that Max's social anxiety storyline was handled pretty well, and that it was here to begin with. Wow, the trailers made the premise seem sort of ridiculous, but I was pleasantly surprised to see how believable it all was in context. The dogs were cute as heck and were given all the screen time they deserved, which is very little.
They were, they did not have a lot of screen time, but those dogs were cute as heck.
The two main actors, of course, are extremely hot, likable, and great actors. And I love that we got a rom-com starring them. I think they both did an excellent job. 10 out of 10 people found this unhelpful. This is the featured review on their
I will say them saying that the two main characters were very fleshed out is correct.
They were made of flesh.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
They were very fleshed out. They had a lot of different foibles that the writers hated that they put into them that they thought millennials would.
Everything the writers personally hate that they think would also be relatable. Yes, I agree.
The writers being Xfinity, Nature's Miracle,
Purina Puppy Chow,
Bumble, what other one? There's a lot. There's so I didn't write them all down.
Ethereum?
Ethereum.
Crypto?
Yeah, Crypto. Crypto was definitely one of the writers.
I don't...
Yeah, we're not joking, by the way.
I'm gonna call you Chloe, if that's okay. Great. Do you want to do a tour? I work in IT. This is my work from home station. Pop for Xfinity, so my internet's crazy fast, like over a gig. Trust me, that's really fun.
Yeah, this is one of the most manufactured films I think I've ever seen.
Yeah,
where you could tell the directors, and the writers and everybody else that worked on this just kind of went to a big list of the most popular searches on the web for people between the age of 30 and 45.
Yeah.
Specifically BuzzFeed titles. And then they made a movie on that.
Well, no. Then they went to all of their corporate sponsors and said, "Hey, what would you like this movie to show? And what do you think the kids are into these days?" And then they use that information to feed into an AI, and then they curated that into a movie.
Like they used ChatGPT to make a movie script? Is that what you're insinuating?
But after no, I'm saying that they used ChatGPT to help generate the script after they checked it with their corporate overlords.
Oh, okay. Is this...
I'm not joking. I really think that that's how this movie was made. That might
be it.
It really feels like it.
It feels soulless. It does.
I don't think it just feels. I think that it is. It's a strong feeling. Well, I feel like I have no soul, so...
I mean, one of the 6 writers made the Meet the Parents and Meet the Fockers, right? I mean, it can't be that bad. Those movies...
Those movies are absolute fucking masterpieces next to this.
They are.
I am not joking. I'm not joking. That might as well be The Godfather Part 1. A thing that features prominently.
They reference The Godfather in this movie. You know what? I think what is annoying us the most is that the guy character, who's supposed to be likable, quote unquote, is most supposed to be our demographic, and specifically you and me as people.
Yeah, in a lot of ways.
The nerdy guy who cares about COVID and health risks, who wants to work from home and is tech knowledgeable and slightly anxious around people and crowds.
Yeah.
And they hate this fucking person.
Now imagine that they have that person written by a corporate AI.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's also insulting the whole time as the AI wrote it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it again, the corporation approved it. It is a movie that is designed to tell you about how it very much actually has the message of, oh, are you afraid to go out or go to work anymore because of COVID? Well, don't worry. That's all over. You should go back to your office where things are fun and work a 40-day work week.
You should go to work. Work from home is for lazy losers who just sit around and do nothing but drink their oat milk lattes all day. Why would you want to be like that? You know what else losers
do? Things like wear a mask? Ew.
Yeah, they wear masks. Exactly. Fucking losers. Why don't you go out to a bar and sing into a fucking microphone, you goddamn failure of a human being? It's over. Get over it.
Obviously, you need therapy. Also, therapists are fucking idiots.
That too. And also yoga. Yoga's for fucking weirdos.
You know what's not for idiots, though? This Xfinity Fiber. I get almost a gig of downloads. It's so fast.
What? I could list a lot of things this movie hates. Specifically. And directly. And it's a thing. It's a thing, but somehow the crypto guy is not the one that they hate. Even though they're supposed to.
It's amazing how they write the villain kind of guy as a crypto bro, but then they're like, wait, but we really like crypto, right? Yeah.
But we want their money.
Like it.
But we want their money.
But we want them to invest in Ethereum, which they name, so of course it was sponsored by them. And they fail to make him unlikable in any way because they can't imagine a cool, awesome, amazing, very sexy, rich, smart tech bro as anything but all of those things.
I know who wrote this movie now. I figured it out. It's the kid in the bathroom in Knives Out.
Yes.
The fucking dude who's
Nazi
on right-wing Reddits, subreddits all the time. The Nazi kid. It's that kid.
But he's trying to appeal to the millennials.
Trying to appeal to millennials and how bad liberals are. Look at them walking their dog outside and being mad at breeders.
Yeah.
Like this is what they do. They go outside and yell at you for having a dog.
I cannot describe how much I hate this film. I hate everything about it. The characters are unlikable. The dialogue is stupid. The premise is even stupider. Everything about it is brain dead, and the parts that aren't brain dead are literal fucking ads.
It's caricature, mean-spirited political commentary, I guess.
Yep. I don't think that it was the Nazi kid in a way that writing in the bathroom, because it feels so corporate. Like, it's that kid, but also then again, there's
it's the Nazi kid, but he's also a CEO of a tech company.
Yes, okay. There's this amorphous blob that's over top of him, over his shoulder, going, no, but put in Xfinity in that. Make sure they go back to the office. It's that. There's an Emperor Palpatine sitting behind this child over his shoulder.
Yes. No, you have to tell them to go back to the office.
They need to go.
Fees for the building.
The water cooler is wonderful. They love to talk around it.
And if they get another fucking oat latte, I'll force choke them.
Oh God, this movie is despicable. It's despicable. We didn't realize beforehand that this is a BuzzFeed Studios film, which we didn't know beforehand. When that popped up, that was a fun
I was
surprise.
making fun of a Redbox original before I picked this.
Yes.
Redbox has to be higher quality.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. We picked something that was 2 levels lower by accident. And then, because I didn't want to watch the Redbox original, I'm like, I don't want to watch that. That's going to be garbage. Here, let's do this. Oh, a BuzzFeed original. You were like, wait, do they make films? The answer is no. They
this is
don't.
Not a movie. It's not a movie. The first half of the movie is
propaganda. It's corporate propaganda. I'm not joking.
Yes, it is. Well, that makes sense if it was written by a tech CEO who's a Nazi who sits in a bathroom all day on his phone, allegedly. I mean, it makes sense that they also don't understand the housing market in Seattle.
Oh, fuck.
Because that's another thing that's pissing me off. I'm a middle-aged single man looking for a house that I could live in Seattle, and it is a goddamn struggle. And,
yeah.
and this IT guy who won't go to his job, who is on the verge of getting fired constantly and complaining about his money and his income constantly, has a townhome in Queen Anne that's minimum $800,000.
You showed me the listings that you found for like $800,000.
Those are the cheap ones. Those are the cheap ones.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, I don't think that's in Queen Anne.
No, that is. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's Queen Anne specifically. And that's like a super rich, bougie neighborhood.
Sure. But I was going to say, the thing is that when I looked at those, I'm like, oh, those are like so much shittier than his place. Like by a massive margin. Like it's like not even close.
His is probably the $1.5 million ones I didn't show you.
At
right?
least.
And those are townhomes. That is not a house.
No, yeah. I mean, this is a home. Like it is. Well,
yeah.
She also, that's the other thing, is she lives in a place and she's like, oh, I'm going to get evicted because I have a dog. Meanwhile, she is in, and they're like, oh, and she lives in like this dumpster. This place is so nasty. It has one single tipped over food container in the entire scene. And the rest of the house is like all of this extremely expensive vintage, like chic fashion stuff. Like, she has like a claw bathtub, like, do you know what I mean? Like the old vintage bathtub and like hardwood floors. And
I'm doing some mental math. In minimum, she's at like an $800,000 condo.
Minimum.
And she said she's about to get evicted, so she's renting it. I guess. But
sure.
That's still like $3,600 a month, and
minimum.
And like that's more than most
really
people's house payments.
All these numbers,
you know, like this is somebody who doesn't understand anything about anything in the city, and it's so bizarre.
Go back to work. Make sure
and then at the same time as these rich fuckers are bitching about their love life, I guess they're like, I'm so poor. Oh, I don't have any money. I can't ever do anything. And as they're going out to bars every night, getting drunk, stumbling home, and hitting on delivery guys for DoorDash, right? Like,
yes, branded DoorDash.
It's
an
the
ad.
worst shit. It's the worst shit. And I've never been so insulted.
I mean, we've seen movies filled with ads.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
And we've seen, like, as longtime listeners will remember that we did the Beverly Hills Chihuahua episode. Beverly Hills Chihuahua 2.
Pissed us off.
Which was a family eating off of, like, gold plates, literally complaining that they're going to get evicted from their mansion. As if they were poor. It was fucked. This is both of those together, and then also 10 times worse. Somehow they did it. We need to talk about this fucking plot. We're 20 minutes in. We haven't even.
There's a plot?
I'm so mad. I'm so mad about this
I don't even
movie.
give a shit about the plot. I just want to talk about everything that pissed me off.
Sure, but like we can talk about
the plot's super basic.
But we can talk about like some of the stuff that is in the movie directly. So like.
Sure.
I mean, we need to get to the fucking batshit premise of this stupid ass movie, right? Like, that's one of the dumbest things.
Let's talk about the premise. So, the movie's called Puppy Love.
Mm.
And it's about a guy who's single and a girl who's single who go on a single date that they went on from a dating app. Mm-hmm. Where
Bumble specifically,
where she psychotically made him eat a ghost pepper wing.
Holy shit!
So that he would have truth serum and tell her the truth while in physical pain about his magic cards at his high school locker.
How do people eat this?
Okay, I learned.
Reveal. Super spicy chicken. It's a natural truth serum. It's really fun, right?
Super fun.
Well, let's just get to know each other a
What
little.
the
Okay, first question.
fuck?
Oh my God.
What did you keep in your high school?
What the fuck?
That was a long time ago.
No, yes you do. What did you keep in there?
This
Like,
is
all the way in the back.
fucking weird.
Magic cards.
Oh my god!
Ah.
It's not like I didn't play with them.
Liar. Eat another one.
No! I'm never watching League ever again! What the
fuck, lady?
And then during this time, when they're eating ghost pepper wings, their dogs run away into the park so that they can have dog sex behind a tree. While everybody looks at the dogs and laughs about them having sex.
Look, they're fucking.
Because it's so funny.
Joke.
And then the girl dog gets pregnant, so now they're forced to interact with each other, even though they hate each other, because their dogs had sex.
They have.
That's the catalyst for their relationship. They're incredibly toxic fucking relationship.
Unbelievably toxic. It's stunning how bad they are for each other in every possible way.
Yes. Like
it's stunning how bad they are as people in general.
Like his anxiety, I guess, makes him just put up with a bunch of her bullshit.
Yes.
And then she is so incredibly reliant on him for everything that it's like she is a stumbling baby who's falling on her own feet. Like,
well, because they make her up. Yeah, they make her a ha 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 funny drunk, but like she has a serious drinking problem.
Like she's by far the worst thing possible for him.
Oh yeah. She is a monster. And he's not much better, if at all.
No, he's not.
Just in a different way. Like, and when I say, like, she has a drinking problem, I mean, they show her go out and get absolutely hammered, like, every night. And they talk about how she does it every night. And then she stumbles home, tries to fuck a random stranger out front of her place. When she isn't able to do that, she instead goes inside and just drinks a full bottle of wine out of a measuring cup.
Yeah, she's great.
Like, she's great. What a catch.
And because she's going to be evicted from her condo, her mega million condo.
Where she can't possibly find another
She
one.
can't possibly find another place that she can afford that also accepts dogs.
I was going to say, the reason she's being evicted is it's not that she's poor. Far from it. She works selling luxury homes. And I mean, like multi-million
like Zillow mansions.
Yeah, like not even Zillow like $20 million mansions. Like she's selling she's selling these absurd houses. And
to crypto bros or from crypto bros.
Yes. And she's getting evicted because she brought a dog in without getting permission first. Find a place that accepts dogs.
But
You've
because
got
of
the
that,
money.
she has to crash at his place.
Well, they hate each other.
Well, they hate each other because their dogs had sex. And the dogs are, like, linked forever now? I guess?
Fuck.
It's so dumb. And then she uses that opportunity after moving into his place and sleeping on his couch to abuse every single, like, anything he's given her. Including his space, his personal space.
Yes.
Also. And his money, his time, everything. Yep.
He's also incredibly toxic. Like, not to let him off the hook. He's also incredibly toxic and controlling of her in that he does things like she is outside smoking on her vape pen, which the movie hates because fuck
vaping's bad.
Which, like, hey, I'm not a big fan of vaping, but also people are trying to get off of cigarettes and stuff. Like, it's a habit. Like, whatever.
It's specifically because those fucking millennials are vaping.
Yes, exactly. That's what I mean. Thing. Yes. And like, I understand, like, I don't want to be around vaping, but also at the same time, like, it's not my business in a way. It's like, if you want to do that. She is outside with her vape pen and he makes her throw it away.
Yes.
Like, forces her to under threat of eviction.
And he's constantly telling her not to touch his things. Don't touch my stuff. They're clean. Stop eating food in my apartment, which is a house that I own.
He impersonates her for a job.
Yes, that too. Well,
And that's shown as
to
cute.
get her. It's to get her back into
University.
UW,
Yes.
a university, and she forgot to write her thing and go to a meeting to try and get into the university, and I guess probably to get some sort of like student funding, maybe a grant or something.
They don't know. They don't
really know how this works.
No idea how any of this works.
But he goes behind her back to write it for her, send it in, including a bunch of her work, and then sign it with her name. And this is cute? Like, no, you're impersonating her. That's not cute. That's fucked up.
Creepy and fucked up. You can't do that. Then, like,
what?
And they're showing it as like, oh, well, she needs to go back to school because she's such a fucking loser failure. She's selling multi-million-dollar mansions for incredible amounts of money.
Which means she's getting a ton of fucking money from
Look
the
at
sale.
her place. She
Right?
goes out
Like-
drinking every night with her rich,
Yes.
with her rich, sexy friends.
Friend.
What?
She has one friend.
Okay, fine.
To be fair.
Yeah, sure. I mean, honestly, that felt very much like we don't have the budget and also cannot find actors willing to do this movie because it's a fucking BuzzFeed piece of shit. So we're just gonna have.
Well, I
one
mean, they
friend
got
for
the
each
guy
of
in all
them.
the DC shows. No, the other ones. The other
other ones.
The other ones.
Yeah, Grant Gustin.
Yeah. I'm sure he's fine in other stuff that isn't
Is he?
this.
Is he?
I'm sure he's fine.
He's terrible in this.
He's bad, but
So is she. Everybody's terrible in this, including Jane Seymour, Order of the British Empire. God fucking damn it.
who?
That was the mom.
Oh, why did they have the 30-year-old boss of this IT guy hit on his subordinate's girlfriend's mom? I had to think about that for a second.
Well, you're underselling it, because that's not what they did. They had him nag her and then blow on her neck.
Oh, he didn't hit on her.
He did literal
the
pickup artist
creepy
shit.
pickup artist shit. Yeah, that's what it was.
And it
Yeah.
worked, because
And
it does.
It super worked. Yeah.
That was literally the lesson. It was not that it's creepy, it's that, ooh, you know what works? Tell the woman that she looks kind of good in a certain light.
And say her nail polish looks good. It's artificial, but she'll get in bed with you. Ha ha. Ha.
Yeah.
Am I right, men? We should talk about some other gross stuff.
Sure.
in this.
What? I mean, I have a
There's so
full
much.
list. I have.
There's
keep
so
going.
much.
Yeah. Can I mention one thing that I really liked?
Sure.
I really liked The Vet.
Oh,
All
the
of
one
the
that
vet
talked
scenes
about
were so good.
Monopoly pieces up your ass?
Yeah, that one. I really like. I had to write this down because I was like, oh boy, this is this movie in a nutshell. And it was 28 minutes in, and I had no idea how accurate it was.
Yeah.
Where he describes the dog as thick with 2 C's because I'm relatable to the kids these days. Yup.
We have
Yeah,
fun here, everyone.
Oh my god, we have fun here. I'm making noise because my chair's noisy and I'm switching because I gotta edit this one and I'm not editing shit. Fuck this.
I like how this whole thing happened because the dog that Max, our main character, found swiped right on Nicole.
On Bumble for
On
him.
Bumble?
Yeah, on Bumble. Remember
technically-
Bumble? You can find all kinds of hot couples in your area on Bumble.
This movie made me want to go so far away from Bumble. If this is the
movie-
result.
Yeah.
If this is the result. But the only reason this fucking thing happened is because that dog, that piece of shit dog.
Hey. That dog's a 10.
Reasonably funny. Okay. Oh my god. Wow. Your dog is a 10.
Why is she so interested in his dog?
They constantly, when
Like-
they're looking at his dating profile, her and her friend go like, "Oh, that dog's 10.
Oh,
the
he's like a
dog's so
6, but
hot."
that dog's a 10. Oh.
She sends a message later, like the friend does, to the main female character.
And she's like, is he as hot as his dog? What?
Who says that? Who
What?
says that?
So fucking
What are you talking about?
There's the scene where he finds out that his dog is pregnant from her dog. So him and his boss go to a pharmacy to get a pregnancy test, which they have the dog pee on in the pharmacy bathroom, and it doesn't work. So then they ask the pharmacist for Plan B for their dog, and the pharmacist chews them out and tells them to go to the vet because they can't just give Plan B to a dog, and it's so funny. And I didn't want to jump out a window during that scene at all.
I kind of liked that scene.
Oh, okay.
Almost
Yeah,
like
go
kind of
on.
unironically a little bit, just because it was like the one momentary respite where they acknowledged that these characters that they made, the main protagonists of the film, are fucking dipshit chucklehead assholes that don't have any right to live. Like, because they
it's still
roast
yelling
their
at them
asses
like
so much.
you dumb millennials.
I
right?
guess,
like
yeah, that's
the
fair,
whole
'cause yes,
scene
they
is
are a
about
stand-in for
bitching about
us.
how stupid they are, and they're us in this scenario.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's some corporate boomer rich guy saying, "Look at these fucking idiots. They don't even know that Plan B doesn't work on a dog."
But also, I hated them so much that it was kind of cathartic.
The crypto bro is really into ASMR, which is funny because he takes her
don't
to
know
an
what ASMR
ASMR
is.
restaurant, and they don't understand ASMR, so they just like chew a bunch of bread in their ear, and they think it's hilarious.
Well, but that would be ASMR, kind of. That could be. They start out making them stick their hands in hot soup.
Hands, because they think ASMR is about feeling things and smelling things, which it can be, but it's mostly sound because it's audio sensory.
I was gonna say, it is literally audio sensory.
ASMR can be you touching something and it making a sound.
Sure, that's
but
not what
it's
they're
not.
doing.
It's not putting your fingers in hot food and then being like, "Wow, it's so hot."
Yes.
Right? Like, and you could give them the benefit of the doubt of them thinking it's so dumb and these people are so dumb that they wouldn't realize it. But that is incorrect because they're the dumb ones.
Yeah.
That just
And I
like
mean,
how
I'm
they
not
don't
really
under.
a ASMR fan or anything, but
Sure, but they don't even fucking understand what
exactly,
they're making fun
that's,
of.
yes, exactly. Like they don't. They're just like, oh, this is what millennials like. Like they immediately have him order an oat milk latte, and then because like, of course, what's he gonna do? Oh, oat milk. Oh, that's environmentally friendly.
But he's
what
so
a
scared.
Fucking idiot.
Not only does he get an oat milk latte,
Yes,
he's so
that's what I was
scared
gonna-
of COVID that he won't lower his window to grab it, and then he sanitizes the cup afterwards.
But then he has zero problem with wearing a mask anywhere, and in fact, constantly makes fun of people that would.
Yes, because it's over. It's over now. Actually, here's the thing. Why is he so anxious? They explain it.
Yes.
They
Fuck.
fucking
Should we
explain
get
it.
into why he's mad
Yes.
about COVID? Well, you see, it's not a reasonable fear to be worried about a literal deadly pandemic that's in the top 10 deaths in the globe right now, and it still has been after, like, what, 4 fucking years?
Uh-huh.
No. No, it's because, like, his girlfriend gave him COVID, but it's because she caught it from another guy.
It's
he's
because
just
he got
hurt.
COVID because she cheated on him and got COVID when she was cheating on him. And then he contracted it that way. And that's why he's so emotionally damaged and scared of viruses.
He's terrified of COVID, which isn't a real thing. Because he sat on a toilet seat in a public bathroom and absorbed it. Like, it's that
he
level
was
of
so
fucking...
scared of a porta potty.
That too, yeah.
Oh my god. But...
Which, I mean, if they're gonna make him a germaphobe...
Sure.
Fine. But then
but
they
he
don't
was scared
go
of
anywhere
it.
with it.
He was scared of it because of COVID. That's... Like, they don't even understand COVID. That's what pisses me off.
Well, and like you said, like, he's afraid of a porta potty, but he's not afraid to, like, masking's fucking stupid. He makes everybody walk into his house at the end of the movie for their big party, use hand sanitizer, but we don't need masks.
No.
Fuck you.
Well, he even pulls out a mask on her at one point.
Yes.
It's like, well, if you come into my house, you have to wear a mask. Just kidding, it's fucking over. People wearing masks are so fucking stupid.
Funny prank.
Anyways, please use hand sanitizer.
And wear a fucking mask.
So that's why he's anxious, is because his girlfriend cheated on him and gave him COVID, which she contracted by cheating. So why is she such an awful, wall up, terrible person who is constantly drinking and going out to bars and ruining her life? It's
daddy
because of daddy issues, because her dad died, and then she had to drop out of college and never got her degree and became a drunk.
Literal daddy issues. That's her only problem.
So we have COVID
girls
guy
these days, right? They've got daddy issues. All the women are just, they need men in their lives.
What do we hate about millennials? They're scared of COVID and they have daddy issues. And they won't go to work. They want to work from home. Those fucking lazy millennials. Please buy Purina Puppy Chow.
like, that's this movie. That's the fucking, like, I cannot stress enough how much that is this film. Because it's not like slightly, we're just gonna, like, the Adam Sandler films are bad for what they do for advertising. And we make fun of them because it's like, oh, look, every Coke can in this scene is turned towards the camera. This movie will go, oh man, I hope that we can have a pizza night. Did you order Pizza Hut? They've got a deal with Coke right now, and I love Coke. It's super refreshing. And then they pick it up and drink it, and they go, that's what I love. And I'm not joking.
We didn't even talk about the scene where they took a yoga class to learn about dogs giving birth, where the instructor was in a dog furry costume with nipples and told them all to get on all fours and lick each other's ears and call each other bitches, which was really funny because furries are weird. Haha. Get it?
It's pretty literally
and they all pee in litter boxes in the bathroom. It's so funny.
It's pretty much the literal, like, weird, gross, anti-queer conspiracy theory that all furries are sexual deviants that, like, have kids shitting in litter boxes in classrooms.
Yep.
It's just that.
There's a whole fucking scene of that. And it's all to who let the dogs out. Rough. Do we want to redo that take with more energy? No. It's good. Why did she think it was okay to bring the crypto bro she's dating behind his back to his townhouse that she's crashing on the couch of?
Because she's a toxic piece of shit.
Okay. No, that makes sense. But
I'm just being honest. You asked.
Why did they think it would be relatable that he grabbed a lightsaber off the wall to fend off the crypto bro in the most infantile and embarrassing way possible?
Because they hate him and everything he stands for, and they think that he's what a stupid idiot leftist is.
But his friend, who's also his boss, who's hitting on his girlfriend's mom, told him that he needs to stop losing friends because you know how hard it is to get a friend in your 30s. And that's relatable, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Hashtag relatable content. Hashtag BuzzFeed. Hashtag work from home. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how this reviewer that I read earlier thought that they grew as people and that it was believable. I don't see it. There's no growth here. They're both still terrible at the end of this.
They're the same. They just use their own toxicity to feed off of each other and exude it outwards into the world around them. Like, instead of... Like, there's a woman that comes and yells at him for not rescuing his dog because that's a thing that happens. And the solution is, oh, well, what you need is you need a horrible monster next to you who will physically beat the shit out of that lady for you.
Because he's so helpless that he can't
so
just tell her to fuck off.
Or just ignore her and walk away. Because who cares?
Well, I could tell he was infantile and helpless because he had a Han shot first shot, like, shirt on during that scene.
He also talked about his magic card collection.
He did talk about his magic card. We can talk about the magic cards, because what the fuck was that about? Why did they have to call me out specifically?
This part's amazing to me, because they talk about his magic collection, and then later on, they have him get cards out, but he does a magic trick, because I don't think that
they don't know what magic is.
Magic is?
No, they don't.
I think they think that it's magic tricks, and people are collecting the tricks or something. I don't
think they know anything. I don't think they know anything at all about what they're talking about.
It feels like, once again, that this went through so many corporate hands and, like, has so many subtle, in the most scare quotes I can possibly muster, messaging about how over COVID is and how much you need to go back to the office to work, and please spend money and make sure that you go on all of our specific ads for Nature's Miracle and Bumble and Comcast Xfinity and et cetera, that they, like, these people they're not in touch with anyone that's real and human.
So the way they grow, quote unquote, is that he impersonates her for the UW application, and then to pay him back for helping her, she forces him to perform at a restaurant without a mask.
Yes.
Which gets him over his fear of people.
And his anxiety. Yeah, the way to force somebody who has crippling agoraphobia, germophobia, and other anxieties is to physically force them onto a stage in front of a crowd of strangers during a deadly pandemic.
And then they have a wacky scene where the dog gives birth in their car. And they have to rush to the hospital, but they can't make it, so they give birth on the road. Haha.
Well, but the
Pull
dog
up
was
YouTube. I need to know about that dog's vulva. Please tell me in anatomical terms from YouTube.
Oh, God, right. They talk about YouTube. That's in the YouTube ad, too. They also make sure to talk about how, oh, well, the dog, I think, is peeing in the car. Oh, no. Did you make sure to use the Nature's Miracle on it? It makes it so it's basically not there.
It's like a 3-minute back and forth talking about this dog pissing on his seat before the ad. And then they cut to,
ad.
Pregnancy.
Yeah, I mean, that is the ad.
It's absurd.
Them like, oh man, it's so much piss. Like, what could ever handle all of this? Well, let me tell you about a wonder product. It's called a miracle. It's Nature's Miracle. You can find it in aisle 5 at your local grocer.
It's bad. And then after the puppies are born, they name them. And they named them after Star Wars characters, but not a single puppy is named Glubshido.
Glubshido. What the fuck?
So they're not even, like, real Star Wars fans.
Vito Corleone's
Stevenson Matthews, Michael Corleone Stevenson Matthews, Sonny Corleone Stevenson Matthews, Grandma Tarkin Stevenson Matthews.
Hate these people.
Babu Frick Stevenson Matthews. Who's that?
That's Babu Frick.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. Were you able to talk to the admissions office?
They didn't even name one Glub Shitto.
They haven't responded to my
Right?
Fucking fake fan.
Fake nerds, yeah.
My dad always said that.
High five.
Got him. Fucking got him.
Now I'm meant to be a doggy grandmother.
And I guess he's finally over his anxiety because he can have a house party with everybody they've ever met in the film, including the guy whose dog sniffs your balls.
That he met randomly and who was an obvious homophobic stereotype.
Yes. Who
With
loved
a poodle
balls.
and everything. A poodle and an ascot and all of it. Yep.
I just want names and addresses. I'm not.
You
I'm
have,
not
you
asking
have the names. You have the names.
I'm not asking for much. I'm not going to do anything with it. I just want to.
Yeah,
talk.
I'm not. Listen, we just want to talk in Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
I just need to talk to all the writers of this in Minecraft. We can all go onto my server.
It even happened in Seattle. I'm so fucking mad.
Well, and I'm mad because it actually happened in Canada.
I know. That's the worst part.
It pissed off both of us.
Ah, man.
This
Anyway,
movie's a fucking crime.
That's puppy love. I fucking hate it here.
I feel actually broke. Like, we often joke about stuff, but like, you started talking about like getting the COVID vaccine.
How much better of a time I had in a max vaccination site during the height of COVID? Yeah.
Like we were just like reminiscing
about
like,
better times.
Yes. With like bad stories about like how miserable like being sick and stuff was, and being like, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, you know what? It took me away from this for a bit. Right? Like
anything to get away from this. There's
anything.
God, I'm gonna put it in, but there's a moment. I'll try and find it. There's a moment of like them bonding, quote unquote, with like this soft kind of like not sexy but like romantic music over it, as they're just like doing the most toxic shit to each other, and you're like, no.
Who eats any kind of food in the bathroom, let alone cereal?
What are you talking
Good call.
about?
Why does it have soft music over this? Is this supposed to be cute?
Do you
It's
know
not
what you
cute.
do? You go in the bathroom and then you spray that little lavender spritz, and it's kind of a dead giveaway for what just happened.
It's called being considerate. And B, you are incapable of turning off a light switch after you've been in a room.
Cool, that's really fucking cool.
Why is
Not
this?
fucking cool.
It's so that they can hate fuck each other after this scene.
But it's not cute. It's not.
It makes my skin crawl.
Music.
So I should just
Oh, it's
chug
so
every
bad.
drink that's ever put in front of me like you, so I can get trashed and hook up with dirty strangers.
Like me? Max, you are such a pathetic loser.
Man, they've really got each other's number.
And we're just yelling at the screen.
Yes.
Leave! Fucking tell her to leave. Get out of his house.
Why is she in his apartment? They like. I cannot stress enough how much the sequence of events is. He swipes right on her Bumble. They meet up in a park. They instantly hate each other, have zero chemistry. She gives him a ghost pepper, which, like, it's hard to understand if you haven't had that kind of thing, but he vomits immediately. And
Which
then
she
has
makes
the
fun of him
horrible,
for.
and then has horrible shits, which... Yeah, that's what it does. I had a Carolina Reaper, which is much worse. But at the same time, like, I did a lot of research on it beforehand to make sure I wasn't going to be hurt. I'm like, just so that I could show everybody else. I knew automatically, but I was doing it for charity, and I'm like, just so nobody's worried about me. There's nothing that can happen. Like, it's just a response, but it doesn't actually do any damage. That being said, when I bit into it and started eating it, I turned to my wife and very unironically asked her to call 911 after a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It lasted for 45 minutes. She does this to him for fun, as a joke, like
Just
on their
to fuck
first
with him
date.
as like a icebreaker. Yeah.
And then he vomits and shits himself in the park while crying and like screaming, which would happen. It's fucking sucks. And she makes fun of him for it the whole time. And then she tells him, "Don't ever call me again. Forget my number. I hate you forever." To which then he calls her because his dog is pregnant. And then she calls him back to go, "Can I move in?"
Yes. No, that's the series
And
of events.
he says yes. Why?
I do want to say, I still got it though. I still got it at the beginning of the movie. I called them Lady and the Tramp as a joke.
Yeah.
And
She's
she's
the
the
tramp.
tramp.
He's the
She's the
lady.
tramp, by the way.
Yes. Yeah.
Very obviously.
Oh yeah.
And then midway through the film, they have the Lady and the Tramp noodle scene, where they do the noodle scene and then the dogs do it, and I fucking called it. I don't know how I do it.
They literally have the Lady and the Tramp dogs.
Yes,
Because the dog is a Cocker Spaniel. Like it's the dogs are actually matched almost exactly to Lady and the Tramp.
specifically for this joke. It has to be.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's
this is the type of joke that they would do in Hot Shots or like an airplane movie. They specifically do it in Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah.
As a joke.
Yeah, but
as
they don't
something
lean
you would
into
do
it in this.
It's something you would do in a parody movie, and this is just a movie.
Well, and like it's not played up as a joke
No.
at all. It's just, oh look,
It's
it's
just
Lady
a
and
thing
the
that
Tramp.
happens.
Look
right?
at that. Do you see it? It's like that
But-
thing. Do you see that thing? It's like that thing. Do you know that thing? It's that. Do you see
But
the
my
thing?
my ability to predict the stupid shit that these people put in their movies is uncanny. Right?
Yeah. You should
It
be
takes
proud
a
of that.
real idiot to get to the
You should
same
be very proud of that.
brainwave as these people. I'm done talking about this piece of shit.
That's fair.
Let's rate the dogs because I'm so mad. I'm so
I-
fucking mad.
don't want
Chloe is a Cocker Spaniel, and a good dog who gets pets, and wants pets.
He refused to pet that dog for like 3/4 of the fucking movie.
That dog got one pet that whole film, and the whole film that dog is like, I just want a pet, please.
You can see it in the dog's eyes. That dog is like, do you know how dogs like they'll like anticipating, like they'll do the shift on their paws, like waiting for something. She keeps looking at him and like kind of leaning in, and then like kind of shifting on her paws, like, is he gonna touch
and he's
my
just
head?
ignoring her the
And
whole
he just
time.
fucking ignores her the whole goddamn time.
But that dog did a stunt. That dog was out in the fake rain.
Yeah.
And you know what? That dog needs to find a new talent agent, because this is a bad film to be in. All right.
Yes.
I would give Chloe a should have asked for the whole plate of spaghetti out of 10 instead of just a single noodle.
That dog's a 10.
Because you're worth more.
They took my job. They took my job. They've already rated the dog. I
mhm.
can't rate her.
She's
She's like my grandma's dog, because my grandma had a Cocker Spaniel, and I love them. And
Oh, they're so
really
cute. And they got big
fucking
fluffy
cute.
ears.
She's got really big, fluffy, wavy ears, and they also have like Cocker Spaniels have these really, really cute, like desperate eyes, like they're always
Like
looking
baby
for help.
eyes.
Yeah,
yeah.
they look like they're on the verge of tears constantly, which makes them very hard to ignore. Which he does.
Which he does
constantly,
anyway.
That gigantic fucker. Let's rate the other dog.
The other dog is named Channing Tatum.
Do you get it?
For some
Do you
reason.
get it?
No, I don't get it, actually. I don't fucking understand.
Oh, that's because there's no joke. Yeah, fair enough. I didn't get it
It's
either.
just, for some reason, she names it Channing Tatum, and that's
There's
a joke.
literally no reason.
And I don't know.
Millennials name their dogs stupid things. Let's name our dog stupid.
This dog looks like it's enjoying itself on set, I guess. It gets to cuddle and also humps Max's leg for some reason as a joke.
It's kind of a hyperactive mutt. It's like a Jack Russell Terrier mixed with something, I think.
This is a dog that looks like if you threw a ball, that dog would go get the ball and then not give it back.
Yes. Yep, correct. No take, only throw. Only
No
throw
take.
ball, no take.
And this looks like exactly that type of dog, which is
This
a good
dog
dog.
This dog,
but-
honestly, I would say that this dog is a thrown ball and comes back with 3 balls mysteriously.
Where
out
did
of
you
10.
get the other 2? And they're
Where
all in
did
the
they
mouth
find
at the
them?
same time?
Where did you get them? Channing, Tatum, where did you get all these balls?
Like at
We
least
don't know
it
where
look-
his balls are. He has 2 and they're hidden.
They're hidden inside. Thank you for that movie. I would give this dog an 11 out of 10. It's a good dog.
That's a plot point, by the way.
That is
And
a
I'm not
fucking
going
plot
to
point.
explain. I'll let you imagine it in your brain.
I
right, look,
guess
we have one more boy
11
to
out
rate.
of 10.
Can we rate one more boy?
Sure.
Glub Shitto. What do we rate Glub Shitto
They
as?
didn't name any of the puppies Glub Shitto. We can't rate a puppy named Glub Shitto. They fucked
Man.
up. They're fake Star Wars fans.
But I want Glub Shitto.
They don't even know the most popular Star Wars character.
Man.
And
Fine.
anyways, this is a steaming pile of shit. It made me want to jump into a window and hope it broke. So, good job, BuzzFeed, I guess. Fuckers.
Top 10 reasons why your friend wants to defenestrate themselves from BuzzFeed. Number 1, our studio films.
Fucking hell. Anyway, thanks for listening to us be unreasonable. No, you know what?
No,
reasonably mad.
Extremely reasonably mad. There
For,
are
like,
people
a
destroying
while.
our lives in the world, and they have names and houses, and we can do something about it, Boyks, and we should. In Minecraft.
In Minecraft. It's very important that we say in Minecraft.
You can follow us on social media at Patreon. We're Rough Cuts. You can check us out on co-host at Rough Cuts Cast, and same on Blue Sky. Or you can email us at the Gmail. That's the same thing. roughcutscast@gmail.com. I need to go have an aneurysm. Goodbye.
I'm gonna go get a vaccination from BuzzFeed films. That's what I'm gonna do. Never
In
again.
Minecraft. In
In
Minecraft.
Minecraft, never again.
Go out, Max, go out and make a canine connection.
Yeah, I get it.
Acting.
Hey,